What's up, Scorpio? It's your girl Alex, and I think I'm kind of back. Maybe, but we'll see. Anyway, let's see what the universe has for you. Come on, cards. Let's get a good message for Scorpio. Two of Wands, trying to decide path forward. Something has ended. You're in your head. There's a tower. The Magician. Knight of Wands. Eight of Wands. The Emperor. So when I threw down the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands, I do kind of feel like it could be a fire sign: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Here's Aries. Here's Leo. Kind of feels like somebody's trying to convince slash manipulate you to start over with them, right? This is dumb as hell. No, I'm gonna give you a good example. It's almost like, you have a best friend who's a real estate broker and they know, say, for instance, you just got laid off, right? So it's almost like, hey, now that you're not working, at that corporate prison anymore, why don't you come work for me? Okay. That's what this feels like. It kind of feels like there is one person who has a vested interest as far as why you should head their way. Ooh, Six of Cups, the return. Ten of Wands, I do not read reversals. I don't need the position of the card giving me the message. Look at this. I tried to straighten it out and they still coming out in reverse. Two of Swords. So there's a tower coming up and you know it, you feel it, but you're like, meh, whatever. It'll all work out in the end. Okay, I kind of feel like you're going to get a mess. Somebody has been in their head. Something that you told me stayed in my head. That's what I'm hearing. Somebody is and I have the Eight of Swords here. We know the Eight of Swords has everything to do with ruminating, right? Things going around, coming around, thought going around, coming around. You see me leave the Justice here on the Two of Cups. I feel like somebody feels like you belong together. Oh, or with them, or they want to come see you, and somebody's trying to convince you that something is going to work out, maybe that you ended because it was too hard. Okay. Two of Wands and a Six of Cups, that's your intuition, Scorpio, right? You're sitting there, you're like, do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go left? Do I go right? Here come Carl's ass walking up here. What you want, Carl? Right? So I kind of have a feeling that, and Angels just said, for many of you, you could be procrastinating, hence delaying, because you know somebody's about to make a return, right? Ew, that's interesting. You ended something because it was too hard. It was hard to move forward, or it was hard to get ahead in something. And I don't know if you're ready to make a decision, right? I got three twos here, right? Two of Cups sitting over here. I don't know if you're ready to make a decision on the path forward, Scorpio, because I don't feel like you have acknowledged that something is broken, something is over, something is trash, right? That's one. That's one. The second thing is Eight of Swords with the Fool card. Um, Somebody did something stupid, like really super duper fucking stupid. And I feel like you're, what is the word? Analyzing, right? Aside from ruminating and thinking about it over and over and over and over, um, because you are in deep thought about the ghost of Christmas past, right? Like, because you're in deep thought about something that was said, something that was done, somebody's stupidity, that is the perfect reason why you should not try to move forward as of right now, right? In other words, move forward with a crystal clear head. But if you got some skunky junk up in your head, and I did say skunky junk, sat down. Sat down. Yeah, somebody put their foot in their mouth. That's all I could get, right? Somebody put their foot in their mouth. This is somebody who was trying to do everything under the sun to get you to come their way, right? Because here you're Two of Wands. So somebody was trying to force an outcome, and I feel like unfortunately they forced you back, or they forced you to pause. They forced you to not head in their direction. Now, as I was saying that, I'm looking over here at the Page of Swords and the Knight of Wands. That is a quick action and a message, because somebody is trying to do whatever it takes to bring something back online, to make something work out. Um, you know, sorry, sidebar, but not really. It's related. You see all these UFO shows, right? And I find it funny that for every person on these shows who has said, I've seen it, you also have a skeptic to cancel out what they said. Oh, some people claim to have seen, this over, flying over this region, but that's a region heavily that has military, Air Force, you see what I'm saying? That's what the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Swords is reminding me of. It's almost like for every one reason why you feel like maybe, hey, I don't want to be with you, Rob Bob. They're like, no, but we're good together. And you're like, yeah, but you work nonstop. Yeah, but I'm gonna marry you, right? Like it kind of feel the Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands over here, right? Because I have control and justice. So somebody definitely is trying to control the outcome. They're trying to manipulate you over to their court. My milkshake makes all the boys in the yard. Their life is better than yours. All right. I don't know. I don't know. Brings all the boys to the yard. Right? Somebody is I don't see the devil as of yet, but I feel like definitely somebody's trying to tempt you. Somebody's trying to coerce you. Somebody's trying to persuade. And by persuade, I mean control or manipulate. Yes, yes, yes. Five of Wands. Ooh. Judgment. You might sting somebody, Scorpio. I'm just saying. Don't let the Ace of Swords come out here, because that's going to be Scorpio's stinger. Two of Cups cards are still coming out of my hands upside down. Look, you saw me turning around. What in the hell is going on with these cards? Now, here's the thing, Scorpio, darling, sugar, honey, boo-boo. This person really loves you. Two of Cups, Nine of Cups. But the problem is they don't know how to not force something. They don't know how to just let it flow, let it go. Knight of Pentacles. Angels just said they have a lot of emotions gambling on this. Yeah, but their approach, Knight of Wands, is shitty. Scorpio's like, listen. Okay, so what I'm hearing intuitively is that you are not showing this person enough attention, or you're not showing this person interest. Okay? So I had a guy do this to me one time. He was a glutton for attention. He's a Virgo sun, by the way. He was a glutton for attention, and I promise y'all, this dude put on a pony and donkey show right in front of me. All of the hijinks and cracking jokes, because he was just dying for a reaction from me, and I wouldn't give it to him. And all I could do was just observe, right? All I could do was just observe the extent that he would go to get a reaction from me. And unfortunately, that shit turned me off and turned me away. So I don't know who, what, where, when, why, how, and the fuck, right, is here, pulling all the tricks out their bag to get this to get your emotional attention, right? They really, really, really want something to work out with you. And here's the odd thing. My angels just said to me, it's based on the amount of love they have for you, right? So it's almost like on their side, they're protecting their emotional investment, right? If I give you $1 million and I'm like, okay, take that $1 million and put it into the bank, I am going to stalk you from the time I give it to you until the time I know it's put in the bank, right? Because it's a huge investment, right? That's what this person's energy over here feels like, right? Their emotions are very much activated. They very much think you are the one, they're a person. And they're, going through wild measures to protect their investment. The only problem is you haven't decided if you're going to be anybody's investment, right? Two of Wands, Two of Swords here again. I got the Two of Cups. Oh, it was the Two of Cups here, right? You're still on the fence. And I know that because they're coming back heart in hand. And you're like, hold up. Wait a minute, right? Something ended because of all of these barriers, baggage, obstacles, and you moved on. Yeah, you still, thought about this person's controlling ways, their treachery, their whatever have you, betrayal, whatever it was, insert bullshit here, right? Um, and you haven't necessarily let go, and now this person's coming back around. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's probably the worst place you can find a Scorpio is if they are reminiscing over the bullshit of dating past and then the person reappears during that process. Lord Jesus. So we have the tower that you are ignoring. You don't want to think about. There was an argument and you came up, you judged. You're like, yo, somebody broke down. Yeah, somebody acted out of character is what I'm hearing. They acted out of character and you were looking, you were like, mm, mm, mm. I also kind of feel like some of you might have cut off communication, right? Either you stop responding because I got the Queen of Swords here, sword here. That's the Queen of Cuts. Okay. Now somebody wants to talk to you. Oh, fuckery. My angels just said this is an avoidant, right? They come back like nothing ever happened. Lord, that is the quickest way to get stung by a Scorpio, right? Only Scorpio can come back and be like, I'm sorry, who is this again? Knowing damn well you got their name and number and social security number saved in your phone. Here they go calling you. You're like, hello, Alex speaking. It's like, hey, Alex, how you doing? Hey, who is this? Only Scorpio can do that. Okay? So it looks as though Two of Wands, you're trying to make a decision on if you want to move forward or if you want to take a trip, you want to spin the block, you want to take a trip, back in the past lane. Six of Cups is here. Again, something's coming back you used to love, but eventually scorned. Okay. I feel like whomever, whatever this situation is, when they return, the only thing you're going to think about is their stupidity, right? And I kind of feel like it's clear that you have moved on, moved away. Now this person has to figure out how to manipulate you, how to secret squirrel persuade you to bring your milkshake back to the yard. All right. I'm just saying. Um, and I do kind of feel like whomever this is, the love that they have for you is not going anywhere. You know how they say distance makes the heart grow fonder? Well, the heart is growing fonder with this person, and I kind of feel like if they want any shot in the world with you, Scorpio, they're gonna have to go slow, because all it is running up on Scorpio talking about how you doing, how you been, where you been at, how your mama, mm 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 mm. All right. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. That reading, if that reading does resonate, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Hype. Love you guys. Bye.